Yes. Mhm. Yeah, morning all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 18 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. My experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django-based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, CP, Skikitlearn. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Thank you. Yes. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics. So why Python? Who can learn Python? So why Python? Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. Was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. What are the reasons which makes it super popular? And who can learn Python? What are the prerequisites for learning Python? Yes, there are no prerequisites for learning Python. Anybody can update with Python. Python statements look like normal English statements. Like, I'll just show you, I'll brief you by taking some examples, right? As comparing with other programming code with Python code, looks like normal English statements. How Python was built. Python has taken some features from one programming, some other features from other programming. From multiple programming languages, it has taken the features and advantages combined together. So we call this Python as a hybrid language because of multi-programming. What all the features we see in different other programmings, all those features we see in Python. That's why we call Python as a hybrid language. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? So before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are we developing with it. Python usage. Python usage. Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python, right? And companies using Python. Python features and Python comparison with other programming. Coding wise, length wise, complexity wise, we can compare it with other programmings. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes it super popular in Python. Current job market and scope of Python in the coming years. The scope and job market. Okay. So starting with why Python. Why Python? I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming. It's a general purpose programming. It has got multi-programming features. It's a high-level language. It's an interpreted language. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language. So I'll brief you one by one. What do you mean by general purpose programming? One second. What do you mean by general purpose programming, right? So before Python, there were some programming languages. Before Python, there were some programming languages. If you heard about languages like Pascal, we have got Fortran, COBOL, right? Before Python, we have got languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL. Pascal and COBOL. See, these programming languages are purpose-based languages. These are purpose-based languages used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes, right? Pascal for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for scientific applications, COBOL for business applications. COBOL for business applications. So these are used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes. But a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming. So Python is such a kind of programming where any kind of applications we can develop using Python, like automation applications, web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, embedded applications, networking applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. That's why we call it as general purpose programming. Means a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application. Such a language we call it as general purpose. Multi-programming features. Multi-programming features means what all the features we see in different other programmings. All those features we see here in Python. Multi-programming or hybrid features. High-level language. I can say there are two types of languages. Two types of languages. Two types of languages. Low-level languages. Low-level languages, and secondly, high-level languages. Low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level language and high-level language. Low-level language is what? Example of low-level language like assembly level language, yes, or machine level language. Assembly level language or machine level language, these are not, first thing, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. And secondly, they are not portable. And third, they are not human understandable, they are not portable, and they are machine dependent. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. So high-level languages like Python, high-level language like Python, they're human understandable, looks like normal English statements. They're portable, they can be carried from one system to other, right? And platform and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. Human understandable, okay. Human understandable, they are portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. So Python is a high-level language. Interpreted language. Python is a interpreted language. Interpretation means line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, right? Yes. Yeah, 1 second. There are two types of languages, compilation and interpretation. Compilation language and interpretation language. Compilation example like C language. interpretation example like Python. Compilation example C language, interpretation example like Python. So in the case of compilation languages, if you have got some lines of code, it executes the entire code at once. It executes the entire code at once. In the case of interpretation, line by line executes. It executes line by line, statement by statement. If you get error in this line, it won't execute the remaining lines. Right. Okay. Fine. So interpretation, line by line execution, but in the case of compilation, executes the entire code at once, right? Fine. Yeah, someone right asking. I said there are two types of languages, low level and high level languages. Python is a high level, it's easily understandable, portable, and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. But low level, they cannot be carried. Machine dependent, they cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. And their code is not understandable, not human understandable, right? Fine. And Python is a interpretation language. It's an interpretation language, right? And user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming, right? So user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes. Looks like normal English statements. Okay. Python has what? Python has what? Procedural oriented programming features. Procedural oriented programming features. Procedural oriented programming features. Example like C language. It has got the features of object-oriented programming. It has got the features of object-oriented programming. Example like C++ and Java. And it has got the features of scripting features. Scripting features. Example like shell script, Linux shell script. It has got the features of modular programming. It has got the features of modular programming. Example like modular 3. It has got the features of modular programming. Example like modular 3. Has got procedural oriented programming features like C language. Has got object oriented programming like C++, Java. Has got scripting features like shell script. It has got modular programming features like modular 3. So as part of our course, we'll be discussing procedural oriented programming with Python, object oriented programming with Python, scripting and modular programming with Python. So just like C language, like C++, Java, like shell scripting, like modular 3, we can develop different types of applications using Python. Talk about this programming language like Java comparison with Python. The Java programmers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming features. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java application or program. Yes, without object-oriented programming, there is no Java application or program. So here, but Python with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, can develop different varieties of applications. We can develop different varieties of applications. Okay, there are two major programming languages. Java and Python are the two major programming. Python and Java are the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations. If you observe, if you go back like 2010, Java is the mostly preferred language. Java with 43% usage in the industry, right? Yes. In 2010, Python, the usage of Python was very less, was just 3% used in the industry. But 2020, 10 years later, right? The usage of Java, 19%. The usage of Python, 31%. Means year by year, the usage of Python is increasing a lot. Today, if we talk about Python, most of the high-end technologies using Python as the implementation language, like machine, like data science with Python, big data like Spark with Python, writing automation scripts using Python, like IoT, robotics with Python, writing automation scripts in DevOps environment, web applications creations using Python, right? So the usage of Python is increasing, right? So I'll just show you some graphs at the end of the session. The most popular coding language, right? Yes, used in the current industry, right? And scripting features. Python has got scripting features like automation applications. They use the scripting features, and Python has got very rich libraries for this. And for modular programming, Python has got great boom because of this modular programming, where Python is providing 89,300 inbuilt modules. Python providing 89,300 inbuilt modules for different environments or domains, right? So like for data science, it is providing separate modules. For big data, for operating systems, whatever environment you are from, for networking, for testing, for animations, for every environment, it has got modules, like thousands of modules. We don't need to write huge codings in Python. Yes. Modules, right? Yes. For data science, right? For data science, like yes, separate modules, nearly like 10 to 15 modules it is providing, right? Separate modules for it. For big data, separate models Python is providing to work with, like Spark with Python, we say like PySpark. For networking, for data science, for big data, for networking, for operating system kinds of activities. For OS, the name of the module itself is OS. Yes, we have got separate module like OS, and for testing, for test cases. So for every environment, Python has got module, so using which we can perform the top. For every database, it is providing a module. We want to connect with Oracle, Python to connect with Oracle, right? We have got CX underscore Oracle module. So for every database, it provides one module using which we can connect easily with the database. So connecting with database is not as complex as other programming. Yeah, just 1 minute discussion is enough, right? just by providing the connecting details, username and password of the database. We can end using the module. And for MySQL, right, we will go for MySQL. PyMySQL is the module, right, to connect with the database. For SQL server, right, for SQL server, yes, PyODBC is the module using which we can connect with it. Not only this, like just by writing Python code, we can create files, Excel workbook, Excel file can be created, right? We have got Excel RD module, Excel SX, right? Everything we'll be discussing as part of our course. So by writing Python code only, I can just execute and create Excel workbook, Excel file. Within the Excel file, again, I can create sheets, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, multiple sheets by writing Python code. And not only Excel files like PDF files, JSON files, JavaScript object notation, CSV, comma, separate values files. For all this, we have got separate modules Python is providing, right? For JSON module, CSV module, and PDF, all this, right? They have got separate modules. And apart from this, for mathematical operations, maths, and for statistics, statistical operations, and for generating graphs. Any types of graph we can generate by using Python. Normal graphs, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, pie graph, any types of graphs. In this way, thousands of modules Python has got, not only for these computer applications and also for electronics, civil environment. Also, Python has got modules for different environments. Python real-time applications. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Mostly used in creation of web applications. Python mostly used in creation of web applications. You may get a query, right? For the last 20-25 years, Java, .NET, all these are mostly preferred for developing web applications. Why again Python required today? Python has got a framework called Django. Python has got a framework called Django, right? So using this Python, Django is a framework of Python. Using this, at a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application with very less coding. It has got its own database also, like SQLite 3 is the database for it. It has got its own database, it has got its own application server. So it has got many flexible features. We don't need to write the code. Here, it automatically generates the .py files required for your project. So apart and for automation applications, applications, right? Using technology like data science, using technologies like IoT, using technologies like DevOps. Okay, IoT, Internet of Things. IoT is nothing but Internet of Things. It is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, and electronics used for collecting data, exchanging data, and controlling the things from the place where we are. Simply saying, like, electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? So 90% of the coding in Python. Apart from it, for data science, right? Everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using data or data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clustering, data recommendations. So it's a blend of technique. The main technique what we see here, machine learning, ML. Machine learning, we have got many ML techniques. Regression, classification, clustering, recommendations. For all the techniques to implement, we require a language. We require a language for all the techniques for implementing it. So Python is the mostly chosen or mostly preferred programming for implementing this machine learning, deep learning techniques, right? Even for DevOps environment, for writing automation scripts, Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries. Apart from this, Python can also be used in big data applications, another major area where Python is mostly preferred in big data applications. So for huge data and for huge storage, for huge data storage and for huge data processing, for example, now you can see like KBs of data, MBs of data, you should have seen GBs of data, terabytes, petabytes, exabyte, petabytes, petabytes, in this way, so on. So from TB onwards, we say like big data or huge data, right? 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TBs. So for this huge data storage, huge data processing, you have got big data technologies like Hadoop, Spark, especially Spark with Python. We have got like PySpark, very high speed processing, in memory computation, we say, right? Yes. Apart from this, right, for scientific applications, right? Used for scientific application, we have got a model called CP, Python proving like scientific Python. Apart from this, like numerical analysis. We have got a model called NumPy, numerical Python, scientific Python, right? Apart from this, Python is also used for game development, game development, right? Lot of games are getting developed by using Python. Many on single user, multi-user online games are getting developed by using Python. So especially for developing games in Python, we have got a separate framework, Pygame. Another framework given by Python for gaming side, PyCara. Apart from it, one more 3D rendering for 3D games, 3D rendering library like PySoy. For numerical analysis, for game development, and for graphical user interface or for animation applications. Like we have got like TK inter modules are available. PyQt are the some. And for testing or for test cases. For testing or for test cases. Yes. For scheduling tasks. For scheduling tasks. Apart from it, so it is used for software development. It is used for software development. It is used for software development and software programmers make use of Python as a support language. And for business application, Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce systems. Apart from this business applications, Python, one of the hottest applications of Python, right? Database applications. For database applications. Python can database applications, right? Can connect with any database. Yes. And apart from this, Python is also used for networking applications. For networking applications, separate framework is provided. Separate framework Python is providing like Twisted Python. Twisted Python. Apart from this, Python is used for web scraping. Python is used for web scraping. Web scraping, right? Yes. But for extracting data from different websites, yes. Apart from this, for audio video applications. Audio and video applications. Today, like even audio and video applications are going to get created. So like some of these applications which already developed like Team Player or some Team Player, C Play are some examples of it, right? And yes, for CAD or 3D CAD applications, CAD or 3D CAD applications, right? Computer-aided designing, and apart from this, for embedded applications. CAD applications, for embedded applications, the most famous embedded application like Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation, right? Apart from this, for computer vision, for color detection, face detection, and object detection, right? And for data analysis. For robotics. And for desktop applications creations, single user applications. For desktop applications, single user console applications, right? Yes. Just which companies are using Python? Who are using Python today? So these are the examples of some of the applications where Python is mostly preferred, mostly used in web applications, automation applications, big data applications, scientific and gaming applications, graphical applications, for business applications, like for networking, for web scraping, for audio and video, for embedded applications, computer science, computer vision, right? Data analysis, and robotics, desktop. And who are using Python today? Which companies are using Python today? Topmost applications built, topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python. Okay. So used in different varieties of applications. So it's not a purpose-based language. It can be used for any purposes, right? Yes, these are all the applications built using Python. Can run on any hardware or any operating systems. Yes. For scheduling tasks, right, we have got Python providing Airflow for it. For software development, right. And observe right here. Who are using Python? Topmost applications built using Python, right? Google is one of the best example of Python web application. The Google web crawling is first written in Java, so it was written in Python, right? Next, like Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, Instagram built using Python, Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram for choosing Python is Python practicality and hybrid features. NASA using Python because of its multi-programming features, where it can use that features accordingly. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python with machine learning technique. Apart from this, some applications like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, all these are developed using Python. They're developed using Python. One of the topmost OTT platform, Netflix using Python for its security automation and for subscription related things, right? Apart from this, MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. So massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python. For its file sharing service. And apart from this, like for for hardware testing purpose, for hardware testing, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all these they use Python for hardware testing. Okay, these are some of those examples like companies using Python. Now, yes, just I'll take 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes more. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. It was introduced in 1989, but suddenly from 4-5 years, which makes it super popular, right? Yes. Reasons which makes it super popular. Very less code you see, right? Very less code we see in Python. Programmers or developers are attracted towards Python and migrating towards Python because of its very less simple syntaxes. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Very less coding. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Looks like normal English statements. Interactive mode given by Python. This is one more feature which you won't see in other programming. Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response, right? For example, in the bottom search panel, I'm typing CMD to go and say enter. We'll go to the command prompt. Here I will type Python. Say enter. Python version is displayed. Python interpreter 3 arrow symbol is opened. A 3 arrow symbol, right? So I can provide any valid Python statements here, right? I can provide any valid Python statements. Check it. 4 plus 3. I'm asking. Gives the response. 12 into 6. 32 into 44. No need to provide the data type directly. I can say x as 10, y as 4. What is x? What is y? What is x plus y? X minus y, x into y. Any valid Python statements you can type here and you can check it. Gives response for every statement you type. This we call it like interactive mode. Yes. X into 2, 10 into 2. 20. X to the power of 2, 10 square. This is the power symbol. Double star means power symbol, 10 square. X equal to HELLO. X into 3, prints hello for 3 times. X into 5, prints hello for 5 times. Any valid Python statements you can type in check what output is going to provide. This kind of interaction we cannot do in other programmings like Java, C++, right? As Python provides this interactive mode. It doesn't know about any Python functionality. You can just type and check what output it is providing, based on which you can analyze it. You want to come out of this, say quit. If you want to come out of this, just say quit. Okay. This interactive mode given by Python. Yes. Next. Multi-programming features. It has got multi-programming or hybrid features, right? Next. Like wide varieties of applications creation. Just now I discussed about all those wide varieties of applications. Many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries like 89,300 modules. That's got right by 89,300 modules. Python is providing for different domains. So very less coding we see in Python, right? Looks like a normal English statement, simple syntaxes, interactive mode given by Python, can easily interact, multi-programming features, wide varieties of applications, right? Many built-in libraries, thousands of modules it is going to provide, right? Yes. Okay. So these are the who are using Python today. There are some of those applications built using Python who are using Python. Okay. Next, I'll be showing you some right reasons which makes Python super popular, right? Just I'll open Google and I'll show you the most number one ranked programming language today. Number one ranked programming language. Yes. One second. Sorry. I'm opening Google and I'll just say number one ranked programming language today, mostly used programming language today, right? Popular coding language. I'm just typing here. in Google, popular coding language. Okay. Okay. So just observe this, JavaScript and Python are the most popular, right? So as part of the Python full stack, I also cover JavaScript. Observe this. The most popular programming languages. First stands Python, Java, and JavaScript. It is the most popular programming languages. Python stands first, JavaScript and Java. The most popular programming languages, can you observe here? Python first, next comes Java and JavaScript. Most popular programming languages used by top 25 unicorns. Python first, Java and JavaScript. Most popular programming languages. Python, JavaScript. What is it? Python, JavaScript, Java, like C#, CPP, all this. JavaScript, no, not required. Java for learning Python, there is no prerequisite. So just observe this most popular coding language of 2021. Python #1 rank. Next comes Java, JavaScript. See the ranking, right? See the ranking. How is this ranking? #1 ranked rank language Python. Next Java, JavaScript. Most in demand programming language of 21 and 22. Python, Java, JavaScript. Observe this. Number of here. Number of top US computer science departments that use language to teach introductory courses. Python, next Java, right? Python is now the most popular introductory teaching language of top US universities. The rankings, right? Python stands as the #1 ranked. Next comes Java, C, C++, right? Yes. Now, if you see this, the usage of Python in the current industry, can you see the very big circle? Python 31% used, Java 19%, C++ 9%, Ruby 7%, JavaScript 6%, C#, right? All this. Okay. And if you see the ranking wise, there is ranking by average salary. Python stands first in the average salary. Ranking by volume of job openings. Python and SQL stands first in this number of job openings. You can just check Python jobs here, right? Just type Python jobs. Lot of Python jobs openings. 19,558 Python job vacancies in Hyderabad. 19,558 Python jobs in Hyderabad, right? 1,37,182 Python openings are now created. 1,30,182 job openings, thousands, 11,000 plus Python jobs in Hyderabad. Now, not only that, if you go for Django jobs, Python framework, Django, right? Django jobs, it's a framework of Python. So jobs, people who knows Django are very less. People might be knowing Python, but people who knows Django are very less. And yes. So can you see here? 19,000 Django jobs. 19,000 Django jobs. 10,000 plus Django jobs in India, right? So and now the course content, right? What I'm going to discuss as part of this. Starting from basic Python. What is Python? History, applications, features, versions, installations, flavors. Python operations, right? Python modes, interactive mode, batch mode, Python editors and IDs, Python data types, Python constants, variables, comments in Python, type conversions, escape sequences, strings, operators in Python, different operators, Python IDs, working with IDs, right? Working with Anaconda, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, PyCharm, flow control statements, looping statements, strings, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, collections in Python, list tuple sets and dictionaries, Python list, Python indexing, Python properties, Python slicing, list indexing, list functions, list methods, nested list, list addresses, right? Tuples, tuple operations, sets, dictionaries in Python, functions in Python, right? And different categories, lambda function, filter function, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, right? And regular expressions in Python and database connectivity, Python connecting with database, and some models related to different domains, Python date and time, operating system model, advanced concepts like graphical programming, like an Excel workbook, creating Excel workbook by using Python, and data analytics, reduction to data science, Python pandas module in brief, see Python pandas in brief, Python NumPy model in brief, numerical Python and Python matplotlib model in brief, plottings and visualizations. These 30 topics will be discussed as part of Python. So yes, the duration will be like 2 months for this Python. And people who wants to go for full stack Python full stack web development, so like Django web framework, Django installation, Django project architecture, Django applications creations, Django views, Django templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, and also like you will be given knowledge in HTML, CSS, you have got knowledge HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also you'll be given knowledge on MySQL database. So that is for full stack web development, right? Yes. So that is the course content. In brief, in depth, we'll be discussing about it, right? We'll just compare this course content with any other training sites, right? We'll be discussing in brief. And so first is Python. Python, just I'll take 2 minutes more. Python core, Python advanced, Python application oriented models, nearly like we'll be spending 2 months on it. The fee structure is like 6,000 for it. Apart from this, people who wants to go for full stack web development, full stack, you'll be given knowledge on web development first. You'll be given knowledge on web development like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. After that, you'll be given knowledge on this Python framework, Django framework. Django framework with 15 to 20 applications creations, 15 to 20 apps creations. So you'll understand the process, the project creation steps, everything, right? During this. Okay. Yes, yes. I also show how to run on this Flask also. So Django, not only see here, Python has got many frameworks, Django, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, TurboGate. Among all that, Django is the mostly used framework that's got flexible features. So Flask is also right used, but Django is mostly preferred. And okay, apart from this, REST APIs, REST API, and yes, a project for all this, right? Okay. Also like 6,000 totally. It's a like package. It's a 12,000, right? If you're taking total full stack, it also takes 2 months for this web development, Django framework, REST API, and project. Yes, combined it's 12,000, right? Yes. Okay. Fine. If you've got any queries, okay, now you can go with your queries, right? The sessions will be interactive sessions as it's a demo session. I was speaking most of the time. So apart from this, what are the offerings? What we am going to provide? Like you'll be getting the session video every day you'll be getting the video of the session. Class class notes you'll be getting. Assignments and tasks, and a WhatsApp group will be created, right? For technical discussion, right? After 2 days, right, a WhatsApp group will be created. Videos you'll be getting to your Google Drive, notes to your mail IDs, assignments to your mail IDs. WhatsApp group will be created. And I'll be showing you on in real time. We use different IDs for Python, like PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, Jupyter. All that I'm going to discuss, right? How to download, how to install, how to run the code, right? Step by step. Okay. This okay, fine. So fine. If you got any queries, you can go with your queries, right? Yes. Anyone, you can unmute yourself and you can just give your responses, right?
What about data science, sir?
It's not a data science course, right? It's a Python course, right? Data science is
Okay,
like a separate course of 2.5 months.
okay,
The two I'm covering the prerequisites for data science is Python. If you
okay,
want to update with data science, the prerequisite is Python. So for that, even data science related modules I'm covering here, which they won't be okay, like introduction to data science, Python Pandas module, NumPy module, Matplotlib module. This is for related to data science. I'll be discussing many modules related to different domains. Data science related modules I'm discussing, big data module like Pandas, and database module like PyMySQL, and graphic module I'm going to discuss. OS module, daytime module, right? All this I'm going to discuss. And also how to create our own modules in Python. Right? So tomorrow also you can attend the session, same time at 6 o'clock using the same link to see more on this Python, right? Yes. Tomorrow also you can attend. Tomorrow I'll just differentiate Python code with other language, right? Coding wise, you can check how simple it looks as compared with other programming, right? Yes. Any other queries, right? Any other queries?
Um, Hi sir, my name is Aisha,
Hmm.
and I have a question. Like if I enroll myself in the Python course, like just the Python and the advanced Python, so are we going to deal with the projects as well, or that is something which is left for the full stack course?
Some graphic programming, graphical application I can show you, right? But web-based application means you need to go for Django, but graphical application can be discussed.
Okay. And second question is, do we have the classes on the weekends as well, or it's just like it's going to be like Monday to Friday?
Monday to Friday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we can select no class.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you.
So in classes also continue it in morning only, sir?
Same 6 a.m. IST timing, right? The timing of the batch 6 to 7, right? Yes.
In classes also, after finishing the demos.
See, this is the first session, right? Tomorrow will be the second session, third session, fourth session. It continues.
Okay. And
But
classes when will be going to start, sir?
see, okay, what I'm saying today is the session 1. Tomorrow will be the session 2, session 3, session 4, 5, 10. It continues. But the students are asked to just attend first 2, 3 sessions to check, right, how the training goes. These things again, they won't be repeated.
Okay, good morning only, no?
Morning 6 to 7, right? Tomorrow I'll be discussing something, and day after tomorrow I'll be showing the installations, execution modes, all the things, right? Yes. Tomorrow also just I'll be
Yes.
comparing Python and some introductory things, and day after tomorrow installations, execution modes it goes, right?
Sir,
Yeah.
So can I join from day after tomorrow onwards? Tomorrow, what you are going to teach? Just
Tomorrow,
for
see, tomorrow it's not like any duplication or replication of what we have discussed. Tomorrow will be a separate session only, right? Right.
oh,
So Python comparison, coding wise, how it looks, Python comparison, right? Coding, Python coding, some sample examples of Python example. Right? Tomorrow you can join the session. First 10 minutes, I'll just we'll revise what we have discussed. Later we'll go with the. So it's a different one. Tomorrow session is not something duplication of today's.
sir,
Yes,
I'm in that big data class. You asked me to take, this is the class, right, that I should be taking for Python?
yes. So I also deal with big data, right? Big data analytics. So for that also big data package is there where it'll be discussed like Hadoop. Yes,
Sir, that package, I can add this Python class, right?
yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
For big data, there is a package of covering this Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, Python, which
Sir,
includes 2 months of Python course, right? And these
mm,
are weekend Hadoop, PySpark, and Linux are the weekend batch.
sir,
Yes,
we are also taking that weekend Django class. So what to do, sir? Can I combine it with this? You asked me to take that class.
yes, yes. Contact.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other queries? Any other questions?
Hello,
Yes.
hi sir. From DevOps perspective, means which class, which course should we choose? Core Advanced or the full
Yes.
stack Python?
For DevOps environment, right? You can just core Python, right? Which includes Python core and advanced.
Okay.
Okay, you can
So,
go with this. Yes.
will any DevOps related script or any project related to DevOps will be covered within this?
Python scripting will be there, right? Python scripting, where you write in DevOps also like scripts will be writing. So different environments using Python, I'll be showing you how to work with the modules. Many modules are there. For this AWS DevOps environment, Boto 3 module is available.
Yes,
So
correct.
yeah, how to explore the modules will be discussed. Tomorrow you
Yeah.
can explore how to get the help on a module, how to explore a module, and how to use the features of a module. In this way, once we discuss this, you can work with any other module, right?
Okay.
Of your domains.
So, will it be means covered by referring the documentation? No, means suppose we are means dealing with a Django framework here,
Mm.
and in future some other library I have to work in any company, then I will be able to work on that after this class.
Yes. How to use those models, how to work with the models, you'll be clearly understanding, right? Because of this models and modular programming, Python has got a great boom, right? So where
Mhm.
you'll be using the models, working with the models, and how to create your own models also. by yourself, user-defined modules.
Okay. And one more thought, sir, means experts are saying that the future is AI job related. So how can we implement this Python so that we can be future job ready?
See, all this machine learning, deep learning, AI, all this deals, total coding goes in Python, right? Total coding implementation in Python. The prerequisites is Python for all this.
Okay, so this will be means basics, and if I want to go deeper, then I have to take other class in data science or data analytics, right?
If you want data science related algorithms, techniques, right, you'll learn there. Here's the prerequisites, the Python coding for an advanced topics you'll be learning, right?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, fine. So
Sir, finally, you are giving the certificate, sir?
certificate from the DURGASOFT you will be getting.
Hello?
You're talking about certificate?
Yes, sir. It's finishing the classes.
Yes, you'll be getting a certificate from DURGASOFT.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. So if I'm done with your queries, if there are no other query, I'll sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow. Same time, right? Using the same link. Thank you all for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.